This is the third portion of our program. This is an example of a cervical extension traction table that we use in our office. The goal behind cervical extension traction is to restore cervical curves. We gave an example earlier about a military neck being at C5. That would be where the stress vertebra is, where we drive our force from P to A when we adjust it on the headpiece. That same area at C5 would be exactly where Kathy would actually traction in office. With this process, we need to stretch the anterior longitudinal ligament on a daily basis. That's how we restore our cervical lordosis. Again, in office, we limit it to basically what she's set up now is barely laying over the fulcrum. It's a 2-inch specific traction fulcrum. She may only start out at a minute or so, work her way up to 5 minutes maximum in the office. We only have the patients traction in office for the first 3 to 4 weeks. Then we actually graduate them to the weightless traction system, which is our home unit. What's unique about this process, just as Kathy's laying here now, you could see the relationship between the external auditory meatus and her AC joint. So not only are we extending her curve and restoring it, we're also taking out that horrible anterior weight bearing or forward head posture that we've seen throughout the day. Okay? If she can handle more tension, we can actually adjust the tension by simply pulling these fulcrums out and actually adjusting the bungee to tighten it or loosen it and then lock it back in place. So a 5-year-old contraction, a 60-year-old contraction. So it doesn't limit us like it did in the past where we'd have to actually put a 3 or 5 pound weight and harness on the patient and then we'd have to worry about TMJ issues and whatnot. So what we do here with the weightless system is we're actually going to place this pad on her forehead. So there's no involvement of the TMJ. And you see a really good stretch along the cervical lordosis. And again, using her head and the weight of gravity, that's the way to instill that curve. Again, 3 to 5 minutes maximum in the office for the first 3 to 4 weeks. Then we graduate them to the home weightless traction system.